Hello, this is Tom. I am playing my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 10.43. Just continuing the same day gameplay, so I didn't save the game at first start or anything like I normally do. I just saved the game, stopped the video. Now I'm restarting for my next episode here. But normally, what I do, and I say this every single time, because when you start a game for the very first time, you want to save immediately. Sometimes the game will crash on a save, and thus you don't want to do that. You don't want to play a game through, and then your very first save, the game crashes, and you've lost everything you've done up to that point. It's best just to save right away, as soon as you can. Maybe let a few hours tick by in the game, and then save. That way, once it does so successfully, you know you're pretty good. You don't need to worry about the game crashing going forward from there. This episode, we're picking up from where we left off. Zibi Ma is about ready to collapse, and I'm going to make a Tom Mantek promise this episode where I will take their final victory point location. I have a unit just racing there. April 7th, they'll make it. I wonder if this guy can make it even sooner. No, the 18th. But you know what? I'll have him go down there anyway, just in case. If there's a unit around in here that I can't see because they're in the fog of war region, and he moves up into here, I don't be surprised with just my specialized light infantry at 12.5% organization. That would not go very well, I don't think. But we're about ready to take Zebi Senma. We're moving our units that were involved in the battles. In Yan'an capital for the Communist Chinese are moving all our units down south. We're going to also move westward through here and link up with our units here so we can cut off this huge swath of land that's full of hopefully millions of Chinese troops. Probably somewhere around 400,000 troops, I'd imagine, are here, but it could be even more. I can't see what's here in the middle. We'll want to destroy them in good order because we don't want to see these units come back. That'll help speed up our campaign throughout China. Otherwise, we're holding the river all along here. We are pushing southward outside of our bubble around Shanghai. We're pushing southward here. We've got some units, new units here, these four, that are moving all over the place to get picked up. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and move them to Fuzhou first, even though Fuzhou has some reinforcements of their own. Oh, that guy. Ah, I see. So I was expanding southward as well, but that battle didn't go very handily here. Yeah, that's a shame. I was expanding southward and northward out of the Fuzhou pocket. The northward expansion did not go very well. I had a unit that just completely lost their organization. It just was not doing very well. We were crossing rivers, so that's why. The southward expansion, though, kind of surprised that wasn't doing quite so well because I had two units involved, one actually moving in, the other supporting the attack. And it was just against a garrison unit and somebody else, like a regular infantry unit that only had a couple brigades associated with it. Um, but nonetheless, that was not looking too good. So we're going to wait till my reinforcements come in. I'll send it's 4 units total. I'll send one down here to help out with that kind of expansion because we want to push towards our Fuzhou pocket and kind of link up there as well. But I'll send the bulk of my guys, 3 guys, into here where they'll cross the river and then push northward to try to link up with the push that's coming out of Shanghai. Um, we are beginning, or will be soon beginning operations, my amphibious assault on the this island here with 4 Marine divisions. They're going to push northward up to the Gungsi Click, and kind of they're not going to go into that territory. They're going to hold here on a line, but nonetheless they're going to kind of wait there until we get further reinforcements, so we can move the rest of our Marines off of the Shantou bubble here into this area, or just simply move the reinforcements here and move them on up. Whatever happens to be more expedient for me and works. So without further ado, we're going to press forward here. We did take a bit of an icy hit. You can see that 32% spawn penalty on the very bottom. I believe that's the newest one of all the spawn penalties. That was representative of the 4 infantry units that I had coming in. So we were up to 190 as you saw. We're now down to 150. That's fine. We're okay. They would like supplies for money. Sure, I could use money. I need more money. unfortunately we're receiving negatives which aren't terribly hurting us. Um, don't see it here, but it's a there's a penalty that we're receiving. It's probably because it's a strategic effect more than anything else. Because we have below $2,000, we're receiving a penalty to our descent and a penalty to the amount of consumer goods required. There it is. Money shortage imminent. So you can see it's the bottom, that 25% penalty on that particular aspect. It also affects um, your descent as well. There's a hit you take, and I'm not seeing it there exactly. It might just be revolt risk then. It might not be descent hit that I'm thinking of. In any event, that overall is not hurting us terribly having below $2,000. We have more than sufficient uh, goods, even though they're not producing any. Apparently, people are still happy enough with me that they're not throwing a fit. Speaking of throwing fits, we need to boost up our reinforcements. We need to boost up our supplies, and actually, this needs to go up to about 50. Yeah, sure, 51. The closer I get to 50,000 supplies, we're almost at 40,000 at this point. But the closer we get to 50,000, then I can start knocking that down quite a bit. Um, with what I had put in here, we had even with the drop in IC, we had 100, almost 100 supplies go IC going toward our builds here. For a brief shining moment, we had more enough IC, and I guess with our disposition of where we're putting our industrial capacity, we saw Soryu being started. Actually, I guess the keel got laid, if you will. I then decided, let me move up all this industry that I want to see get built. Let me move up a couple of them, a couple of these projects, and as we have free IC, we'll be building that industry. For example, once this armor unit's done, then all that IC will go towards, well, the rest of this, but it'll trickle down here. So we will be building. I said probably about beginning of fall we'll be building in the Soryu. I got a little bit excited there when the middle of spring, not even the middle of spring, we laid the keel, if you will, but it didn't go too much further than that. Okay, that battle needs to wrap up soon because these guys all need to be pouring westward. I'm seeing green arrows, and there's not as many units now on the front here. So some of the Chinese have escaped the top northern sector there. They're seeing what I'm doing here. And I need to move into here so this ZB-Sen Ma guy can go away. Aero engine, okay. We need to go up, or down rather, to 40. I've been having 40 leadership assigned to research strictly. And we need, 0.02 diplomatic. We spend DI, diplomatic influence, for trades. I haven't been doing a whole bunch of trades. So we're about where I'd like to be for DI. The amount of spies, I probably want to, let me get this up to 0.5. So we kind of get back to near positive, maybe. If I can see a number, that would be nice, briefly. And the amount of officers we're gaining is over 100 now, so that's good. I think we had basic, that's what it was, the basic industrial education and investment. That's what came in, and that improved my leadership enough that's why it jumped up over 40. But we need more leaders and to get back into the green ratio there. We're targeting the 17th, now 15th. Excuse me. Yeah, 15th looks to be that will move in and take that last victory point. Germany took Austria pretty much on time. Trying to remember. I think it's about early 38 that Germany gets Austria. Sudetenland will be next, and I think that's a little bit later. And then the rest of Czechoslovakia, I think, is early 39. So that's good. My future ally. We'll see how well Germany does in the coming conflict. National Mobilization Law. You can read the specifics. This is a historical event that Black Ice has included in the mod. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of historical events. Some random events as well. They're in here. You can see the bonuses it gives due to this historical event. We'll see an improvement in the amount of energy, metal, rare materials, basically our resources. leadership modifier increases a bit too, so that's really good. Should be seeing some more leadership into ice into our research there, and I see efficiency. Keeping a weather eye on these guys here. Once I see the green arrow goes away, then I'll check real quick and see about transporting the unit over, because I want to get them here to Fuzhou so I can start making that push northward here. Good, that's looking much better. Railroad network, we'll let that ride. That's there. They're attacking me here. And speaking of that railroad, let's go ahead and build it. You can see it gives a slight icy malice, negative 2.5. But the bonus you will see very shortly. It's spoiler, icy efficiency. Yep. Jumped up 0.2%. Supply throughput also jumped up 0.2%, so that is good. Chazao. Oh, they're attacking me here. They lost quite a bit of troops. I lost a few as well, too, but they lost quite a bit more. Reinforcements, we need to boost that a bit more. Okay. Again, we're waiting for the 15th. Now the 16th. Kind of quiet, but that's all right. We have units moving. I have people targeted where I need them to go. I won that battle. We were attacking here because there was Yunnan troops here, and I wanted to kind of wear them away. Really didn't want to be terribly affecting the Zibisan Ma troops, because I'll get them when I puppet them. But we have lost the effects of the money shortage a minute. Why? Okay, I mean, yay. Not that was terribly affecting me per se, but I thought if you had below 2,000, you got that anyway. All right, formation of the 23rd Division. That's a 8% IC hit. We're going to be going down even further, but we need that division. This guy has moved here, but they're about to show up, so I'll wait. This guy can move over there. So that's 5 units total. I might move all 5 to Fuzhou. I think I will, because I'll move all 5 to Fuzhou, because I want to. Here, you guys need to stop what you're doing there, because I would like to push northward here and cut off this area. If I can do that, that'll be very, very handy. This coastal battleship can move. So we have one coastal battleship here. He can move there or here, because this is where we've got some conflicts going. He's not doing any good here. This coastal submarine was swimming around these 3 provinces, but there's not going to be any convoys going in here that he needs to worry about. So he can come over here. Nope. He will come back here, rebase, and then from there I'll go ahead and send him out to his next target. What else we got here? Light carrier. I'll have him patrol further down that way. Destroyer. We'll have him patrol there. And this destroyer will patrol here. Just moving my ships on down further south. As we take provinces, there's no need for this torpedo boat. We can just move him back, rebase. He didn't do anything because he doesn't have any combat experience, 0. He didn't do anything, so stop wasting fuel. This coastal submarine, he can stay where he's at. He can stay where he's at. Okay. So they're attacking me there. So be it. He's beginning to make that move. And we're approaching the 15th. 16th we need. 16th at 2300. Oh, good grief. Still yet another day before I move to that province. And I see a green arrow. Somebody moving over here to Tianchi. Unit is attacking. Yep, they made it. but that's okay. It was just a spoiler force. Ningde. They gave the attack here. I only lost 174 troops. Ha ha ha. Ah, a fleet battle. Oh my goodness. I am shocked and surprised. I wasn't paying attention here, so I didn't see that naval battle occur. It might have been just something brief that popped up, got swatted, a couple shells fired off by my destroyers, scared them away. But nonetheless, there is a Chinese fleet, obviously. We made our drops, and now we need to move our Marines. He'll move here, and then when he's done, he'll come up there. He is going to move here and then there. He is going to support the attack, and he's just going to outright go there. And once that's done, he'll go up north. Actually, let's just tell him to go all the way north, like so. And he will go that way. This guy, yep, he'll go that way. And he's doing the support. Okay, I have everybody that I've sent over here. Their marching orders. I'll move him back. This way, any province gets attacked, I'll just use him as a spoiler to come in and help out in that fight. We have moved into the province. We have puppeted Zibi Sanma. Oh, that's so good to see. I will go ahead and remove those because we're all done there. And Zibi Sanma, can we do call to arms? He'll take one. They are going to accept. Cool. That means they'll go ahead and declare war against the Chinese nationalists, the Republic of China, and Yunnan and Gengsi Click. The main impetus of that thrust of that type of order is that I want them to fight and kick out the nationalists from their territory. And if we can have them actually hold their territory, I can utilize my troops in other ways. Okay, Tomantic promise made. Let's go and save the game for that momentous occasion. We took out Zibi Sanma. My third opponent has been eliminated. We are being attacked here. No nos. We are not scared. We are pressing forward here. Yep. These guys are all coming down. They're all coming down. He needs to march on down there. And he needs to march on down there. I was moving over there because I saw a unit moving up. But I think we can stop that. Yeah, we can send them down that way. Actually, everybody's moving down that way. Cool. All right. Okay. So these forces are going to be what could be used to push down southward. Largely cavalry and specialized light infantry are going to be moving down south into Yunnan, and they're going to take out Yunnan. They'll have a few. I have a few regular line units. I guess just those that will get involved in that conflict. The rest, I'm waiting for this to kind of get shut off and these all killed so I can then move. I have a bunch of units all around here that need to move through all here and begin their push south as well. I like to leave the Republic of China kind of last out of all the Chinese nations because I've noticed in almost all my playthroughs that if I were to take the Republic of China too soon, in other words, there's still some of these countries left remaining, they immediately go to peace with me, and I can't keep attacking them. So I like to keep attacking the minor Chinese countries and take care of them, and then go ahead and take care of the Chinese nationalists. Yay! They declared war on Gengsi Click. They are now at war with Republic of China, Gengsi Click, and Yunnan. Great. Oh, Second Infantry Corps in Dehua. Here. Oh, Second Infantry Corps. That's my corps headquarters. That means they probably went up to, even though the event said it reformed back to Japan, to Tokyo, they actually reformed to where their 6-star general is, 6-star headquarters unit is, which is in Dalian. Okay, that is indeed what happened. Let's go ahead and pick them up and ship them. Whoops, they're Fuzhou. Ship them over here. They can regain and reorg at Fuzhou. Fuzhou can't be attacked, so that's fine. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and pick him up and transport him over there via salt ship. Okay, so he is here. I'm going to go ahead and pick him up right now and send him over to Fuzhou. And I think once I have all 5 units here, what I'll end up doing is assigning them to a leader. I'll just create a leader out of thin air, as it were. That's what I did. That's what that one unit was that died. All 4 of these guys created that leader, because any other headquarter unit was just too far north. It would have been red line all the way. They would not have received any benefits. So I'll create a leader for these 5 that are coming over from Japan. They're all coming to the Fuzhou section here. I'll just give them a leader, a core headquarter unit that'll control them. So Shanxian, excellent. That means we're still pushing. Oh, must have been interesting. Must have been my ally that moved in there, because I don't have a unit in there right now. Whoa, what do we have happening here now? So all these guys are stacked up, kind of waiting for me to give them orders. Hey, let's give them orders. We're going to move here, and then here, and then we'll drop off the militia. We're going to go here. These guys, I think the militia are all moving. We can leave behind the 6th Army, and these guys are going to move here. I'll drop off, well, actually I'm dropping off a militia there, so I'll move here. And from that point here, then, we can go ahead and begin to crack this cauldron here. Very, very close. Once we move into here and attack into this province and take it, all those guys are cut off. Reinforcements, good. We're over 40,000 supplies right now. Even though it shows negative 311, that's probably because last day it may have been positive 600. The supply situation kind of ebbs and flows, goes up and down. Also, I'm throwing more supplies toward it, or enough supplies, I should say, towards it to keep it going on an upward trend. But I don't need it to keep going an upward trend, really. Xinjiang submarine class advance. 1937 tech, we'll let that ride. We don't drop this down to 40. I maintain current year. I'd maintain my research on, especially if it's a research category that I need as Japan. Submarines, I consider that an urgent research category. So anything that's a year beyond, in this case it's 1938, so anything that's 1939 in here I would research, just so I can stay ahead of the game here. Not only on top of, but ahead of where I should be. Okay, what do we have? Oh, reinforcements. More on reinforcements. I'm throwing some into upgrades here, which I'm doing so much research now that I've not been doing upgrades for well over a year. I need to get some upgrades trickling in here, so that way I can ensure my units are the best of the best. Those guys will all get carted over to Fuzhou. And we've got the guy here. We're going to move him on up. Okay. You can see the battle reports there, where I'm getting the battle report saying, hey, you're getting attacked this province, and then almost immediately after that, you won. That's just the Chinese sending, a single unit out there and then running away after an hour. In that case, they just ran away after they lost 4 guys, tripping over their own shoes or something. Coastal subs, nah. We'll be upgrading our coastal subs. We're up to level 4 at this point, so we'll be upgrading our coastal subs later in the game. We've lost Gongyan. Hey, what? Oh, Zibi Ma may have been holding this territory because I see. Yeah, we got these troops here. Sadly, because of me requesting them to to join my conflict, these guys are going to die. Dehua, cool. Um, on that note, how are we doing here? He's going to move into here, so that way we can kind of maintain a line here. They're retreating out. Zibi Ma. I'm not sure what they're doing with their troops here. It looks like the Nat Chinese are retreating to these two provinces, and Zibi Ma may be retreating to this province. Um, but I don't want to move these guys here because we got the line going this way. If I move them down, then this will be an open province. That's just a headquarter unit. Um, looks like they're retreating out. And Zibi Ma is looking to move here and here. Okay, so they're my puppet here, my allies are arranging appropriately. I have these guys all coming down. Um, we'll see further what we're going to do from there. We need to make sure we maintain our line overall. Yeah, these guys are moving down. They're moving down. They can hold where they're at because we got some enemies to the east, and they can hold where they're at because they're just too weak to move forward. Okay, 30%, 32% attack. I have so many guys. Oh, they're in the middle of being attacked, and why do I have one unit going that way? Why did I? Odd. So I thought I had everybody going this way. Okay, that's all right. Once these reinforcements come in, and this guy figures that life is not going to be going well for him, which already it's not. He's losing way too many troops. That battle will cease, and this one will start doing better because everybody that's coming in is going to continue their attack here. This, I have militia attacking a militia. Okay, all right. Oh, submarine hull advance, 1940 tech. Drop that off. Saw the red there. Okay, things are looking good. So they're being transported. They are where they need to be. Do I have anybody else here? Nope. Yeah, I will transport him over to Fuzhou as well. And I think everybody else is being transported. Yeah, or is already there. Probably reinforcements. Yeah. Hangs out. Okay. We'll take that back for Zibi Ma. Shakespeare. And you can see the Zibi Ma forces are actually not terrible bad. That's the reason why I puppet them. They've actually got a good number of units. I don't know how well off this country is in regards to resources, IC, things of that kind of nature, but I like to use them as a blocker against Mongolia and Russia, effectively. If we have to go to war with Russia, or Russia, declares on us, which that's rare for me, but it has happened. Zibi Ma being here provides a bit of a blocker. Mengjing, Manchukuo all provide blockers, so that way Russia doesn't start, coming down. Gives me time to be able to move my forces up as needed to help shore up the line. That said, of course, when it comes time, we're probably just going to go ahead and conquer Tibet and Xinjiang because their forces are just not all that great. You can see they've got infantry, it looks like, garrisons. Yeah. I don't think that's a strong infantry unit. It shows just 2 brigades there. There's 4 brigades here, but one of them's a garrison unit. The other looks to be, well, another garrison unit as well. Yeah, they don't really have the sufficient forces. And even though Shaanxi and the Communist China had pretty decent forces, the problem is by the time I get my way through those two countries, I've just devastated their armies quite so much that it doesn't help to puppet them. It would just take them way too long to rebuild. Plus, as you can see, Menjiang took over a lot of Shaanxi territory here. I think they get a little bit more. I think another event will pop up and they'll get even more, but I could be wrong on that. This may just become um, my Chinese puppet. Which, oh, did I have they add war goal? Yes. Actually, I should have just checked war goals. Um, Currently have a conquer, but you see the seize the Chinese coast. It's a special event that actually I think would have just come up anyway and asked me if I want to perform this when I've conquered them. Where we say, okay, we'll just take strictly the coastal area, um, which is largely say here, all along here, and all the way down through here, and the rest of China will be made a puppet to me, and they're pretty decent. They're a very large size country, and they don't, as far as I'm concerned, they don't build enough in the way of forces to be able to sustain um, country that size, especially when you compare it to what they start the game with and build throughout the conflict against Japan. It just seems like that afterwards, after conflict with Japan, they don't really build that much more. But I'd rather they take care of their interior than I have to submit garrisons. There's campaigns where I've built half a dozen core units, and that was about almost 3 dozen garrison units, and staffed them all throughout China, so that way I could take out any rebels that dare to appear in there. Not effective for my manpower. We won Haikau. Good. They, I think they retreated. They would have had to retreat. I have to say. I can't see that northern territory just yet, but they may have just vanished or been captured. This will be a capture. Okay. Yeah, this is where he's at right now. It's a good area. If the Chinese decide to come up this way for whatever reason, I'm blocking them off. I've got a nice line right here and going upward. No decisions. Let me go ahead and save the game again. It's been about a week here. We're doing pretty good on time, halfway through the video. We should be able to get almost to the end of May, I would imagine. Met my climatic promise of the episode, which I guess that was kind of too easy, right? Um, I will be working on reducing this cauldron here. I would hope to get it completed by the end of this episode, so we can then arraign my units into where their next set of operational area is going to be. Probably once I'm done here, probably going to send units from here hugging this river line, so we can kind of cut off all of these guys, do another cutoff here, and then we can kind of attack over the river and not really hurt us terribly bad per se. And also in conjunction with that, we have to kind of move westward. We got this cut off here. I want to move westward from here, link up with Zibi Sanma, cut off these couple provinces here, and get a victory location. We'll get a couple victory locations in that next series of operations. That would then take the top half. If I go ahead and do that, take this area and this area, this will take the top half of China out of the equation. We just have the lower half, which quite honestly, that this all falls pretty quickly. It's taken us 10 months. We started in July, so 9 months to get to the point that we're at right now. We probably have about another 7 months more to go. I could make it a Tom Antic promise and say we'll have all of China conquered by the end of 1938. So you guys have heard it here. I have all of China and all of its all of its allies conquered by end of 1938. I try to make it a goal anytime I play Japan. Period. I always mentally tell myself I need to get China conquered before Germany goes to war against Poland. Not that that matters, in a war against Poland or anything like that, but it's just that kind of mental state where I'm like, okay, I need to arrive at this goal before something else happens. Got another battle streamer, cool, and Yande. Oh, that was a long running battle. Lost 10% of our troops. They lost almost half. But we're pressing down. Good. We have those units here now. We're going to move up. And once they've arrived there, we're going to assign a leader to them. Actually, let me do this. Let's go ahead and assign the leader now. Yeah, because he'll appear in Fuzhou and not here. Yeah, I like that. Order the Golden Kite, Logistics Wizard, Fortress Buster. Sure, why not? That way now they have a leader, and he will assign himself to Shanghai, who now is fully staffed out with units. I don't think I really get any more headquarter units going from this point forward. Oh, he needs to move down. Yeah. I really don't need to be outside of my conquered territory. I mean, it's my allies, but all my supply goes into my territories. I am assuming that my guys in my allies' territories take my ally supply, so I'd really rather not do that. And speaking of supply, we've actually been doing pretty good. Um, Bad days are coming up ahead. I'm aware as I push further down here into the forest and marshy lands, hills around this area. Supply is going to definitely get detrimentally affected. If you look at the infrastructure, well, we can't see in here, but you can see along the coast. It's not terrible bad. Well, that's actually not all that great. It's really not terrible bad. But once you start getting into the interior, oh my goodness, the reds, they hurt my eyes, and it doesn't get any better all throughout here. Doesn't get any better. Warhead infusing. We can probably kill that. Yeah, 42 tech. Still no decisions. Battles are going smoothly. Our western expansion of Zibizema is pretty much come to a close. There's nothing further we need to do in the far west. Right now, we're looking in the middle of the. Oops, really, Yuncheng? Oh, I wasn't there. That's probably one of my allies moved into there, took it, or could it be Zibi Sanma? Perhaps was there. Took it for me, and Emmy moved in and took it back because I know I haven't crossed over that river yet. I know that for a fact because we're holding this river as a blocker. Okay, that should be wrapping up quickly. That militia needs a little bit of help. I have 2 militia that can do just that. Oh, you know what? They're going to support up there. You know, I'm going to do. We didn't really want to go westward that far. I think I was initially thinking that they wanted to go that far west because there's the river. So any attacks from the south would at least have a river crossing to deal with. But I don't need to split my attacks such a manner. This needs to be taken very quickly. Guidance 42. Go ahead and stop that. Yeah, we got enough units. Real quick, air power. So I could probably move my interceptors up. I spoke that I need to move some sort of air power over here. Yeah, we'll move my one group interceptors over here. The other group, we'll move them down to here. What else do we have here? Transport plane can stay up there. It's just the interceptors, good. These guys are ready to go. We're going to have them attack in that area and begin the softening up. Just do it for a month. That's all I can take is about a month in there, and that's it. They're ready to go. Can they make it down here? They can. I do have units here anyway that can attack there. So let's actually have them do the same thing and do a softening up. Targets of opportunity. Anybody they're flying around, they see somebody, they can shoot them up. Again, just for a month. This close air support, they're fully reinforced. We'll have them do the same here. Start taking care of targets of opportunity in this area. Again, just for a month. Medium bomber. Let's Trying to figure the best area. Whoops, I think this area is the best area for the medium bomber for right now. Not that far of a range. Yeah, there we go. We don't need. Yeah, just have them attack in this area, soften up those targets again for just a month. These guys. Oh wait, I have light bomber here. Can they reach? They can indeed. Let's start softening up this area because eventually we'll be needing to join up there again for just a month. And lastly, this unit, that's close air support. This is very important to me right now. Let's go ahead and get this all taken care of again just for a month. And then we'll revisit that June 1st. We'll take a look and see. I'm hoping to have this all controlled by June 1st, this as well. We won't be starting to move in here just yet, but it's good to soften them up because we'll be eventually, once this is taken care of, we're pushing west and southwest and east into here. I want to take this area, and I think I want to push down to this river as well and take this area. Okay, that's all my air support here that we can move. Looking long range, everything is, all battles are moving along pretty speedily. This is one that's kind of crucial to me. I want to get this closed off rapidly. Industrial production will keep going with that because it's 1936 tech. It gives me a bonus to IC, penalty IC efficiency, but it's kind of minor. Yeah, this is kind of important to me. I want to close off this cauldron here and try to capture as many units as I possibly can. They finished their attack. That may have been helped along by some bombers dropping some bombs on them, perhaps. I saw that I had this province targeted as well, along with this whole entire area. This is going handily. We've actually destroyed one unit. There were 2 units in here. We've destroyed one of them. And we're pushing up northward here. That's good. I think one Marine can handle it. If not, this battle's going to finish up very quickly, and then I can move these 2 guys up, and they'll be coming up here anyway. They can assist in the battle as need be. Really wish our officer ratio would increase, would go up. We're over 101,000 officers right now, so I mean that's a high point. But our needs keep going up and up and up as we keep getting more and more troops. Propulsion, 1942. So our torpedoes are looking really, really good. I want to wait until these are all green and my next research project goes away. So we're in, we have more leadership than we have research projects. Then I'll kind of decide where I need to assign my leadership for future research projects. Industrial efficiency, it's 36 tech. That conjoined with that one, the industrial production, this is IC and IC efficiency gets a negative. This one, IC gets a negative, IC efficiency gets a positive. So the net is on both. You get a positive result to IC and IC efficiency. I like to research both of those together. Submarine torpedo tubes advance, not there. So we only got one more to go. Manchurian Airplane Manufacturing Company. We'll get a IC hit for a few months, but we'll get an increase to light and medium aircraft factories. That is good because we'll be building CAGs. Probably not going to be, well, actually, we'll be building more bombers, mainly naval bombers. But I think I do build a couple more medium bombers and light bombers as well. Quite honestly, close air support works in China because there's enough airfields all over the place that we can move up to as we conquer. But once we start moving into Southeast Asia, there's not as many air bases around, and I don't want to spend the time building an air base for a operation that may be over in the matter of 2 to 3 months, for example. It takes longer than that to build the air base. So medium and light bombers work very well in especially in the island hopping campaigns, and in the Southeast Asia operation. India, Burma, same way. There's, I think, just 2 airfields here in Siam, Burma area. Well, Siam, I think, and then there's one in Burma. So once I start my Burmese campaign, the close air support will be able to help, but their range is very limited. And if I start pushing out too far and don't take an air base soon enough, then the close air support falls behind. I'll be stuck using strictly my light and medium bombers. So I believe in the coming years I'll be building those medium bombers here. So yay on getting those aircraft factories to support that for me. The 2 attacks petered out. I don't have any spare units really anywhere except along this line, but that's because I have MPs helping staff out the line. Yeah, I got 1 unit coming here. Okay, so all of these guys are now ready. I'll leave my Marines behind. What's the most effective way to go? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces if we go more of a straight line, or if we go, say, let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's go the more straight and narrow method. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get as many provinces per se, but it leaves me a couple extra units that I can use to run around here and kill all the units that need to be killed. So we'll go ahead and move all 5 up here. After that, then we're going to leave 1 guy behind. After that, then we go here, drop a guy off, then we go here, drop a guy off, and then we go, well, we'll see. We can help out there as well, but I do have a unit already moving down there. Yeah, it's this guy. Let's just have him kind of hold back because my infantry is pretty weak. Okay, we'll let that go. And once we get up here, then I'll have enough force. I kind of see what's going on and begin the attack on Kuzao to close the door on this whole entire section here. My Marines will support the attack. This should be a pushover, therefore. Yeah, that's Wenchang. 68%, 2 militia and a cav. Whoa, what happened to Putian? I had a unit retreat entirely out of there. Let's send him down there. How quickly can he get there? 12th of May. Nobody's moving into Putian, so good. And both those guys can't do anything. They're one round of battle, say an hour's worth, and they're gonna have to retreat. Sanya, they lost 19,000 garrison troops. So sorry. Both these guys are going, or he's already set to where he's going. Yeah, since he's going to come in around, I will just simply have him come up right now. No. There we go. Why can't he move? Interesting. For whatever reason, it's not letting me move from beyond that point. So fine, let's go ahead and finish that move. I was hoping that I could kind of reroute him. Yeah, that was a quick battle here. Almost 100,000 troops against 30,000. 3-to-1 odds. There's no way they can hold against me. I was hoping I could reroute him up north rapidly now, but for whatever reason, it looks like he's got to go there. It's not letting me go anywhere. Weird. He's fully supplied, fueled. Okay, odd, strange, whatever. Oh, naval combat. But I had 13 ships and they had 1. Where was it at? Over here. Okay. Yeah, 2 groups of subs and a destroyer. Interesting. So we have taken that province. We can go ahead and remove the objectives off of that. Can I now tell him to go? No. Okay. Okay, whatever. So it's like he's being forced to go there anyway. Weird, but it is what it is. I'll let it be. Seaport, good. Submarine engine, and that's 1940 tech, so we'll go ahead and remove that. We're at even. I'll leave it as it is. Once, like I said, once I learn my next research category, then I'll go ahead and address what else I need to further research. So they gave up the attack here. That's fine. I've given up the attack into there for right now because I have units coming up. I'll have 2 units here, one that can attack and the other can support the attack as need be, and thus I'll have all that covered. Things are looking good in the west. Nothing further I need to do here. He's moving out of here, so let me move up. I don't think an attack will get generated because they're moving out of the province. It may, and because they're moving out, they may just simply continue the retreat, and this won't be effective. This way I can keep the line on Zibi San Ma. Not sure what's going on there, and I can't really move. Well, I mean, I guess I could move those guys down. Yeah, they're moving down there. I can move 1 infantry over. They're moving in here. Do I dare press south right now with the weakened units that I have? Who is my strongest, or who's my weakest? I'll leave behind. That bottom guy here. We'll move on down there, see how that goes. These guys, all of these guys can actually move down into here. Some of these guys are looking really, really good. These guys, eh. Okay, we've got, okay. So I think we begin our push south from here, and also our push south from here. Yeah, we're moving into here. I want to then move them over this way, because the majority of them are about ready to end up into that province here. I don't want to reroute them and say go this way. It's going to be quicker to just finish their move and then cross the river. But yeah, moving into here. From there, they can move down to here. We'll leave behind that expeditionary force. We'll move into here. We'll leave behind a specialized light infantry. Here, we'll leave behind another specialized light infantry. And then we'll move into here. From this point, then we can attack both Dahlia and Kunming. These are the 2 victory locations for Yunnan. So if I can, with these 6 guys, if I can send 3 that way, 3 that way, or however it needs to be done, based upon defenses in the area, if I can capture both these provinces fairly swiftly, I should have Yunnan fall, based upon how quickly we're moving here. Okay, he's moving over. They're kind of a little bit too weak to move against that just yet. Okay, so everything's moving there. We're at 98%. That's good to see. Yay. Everything else is looking great. Am I able? No. Yes, he actually can support. Let's go ahead and do just that. Yep, he supported, and that that put the fear of God in them. So we had another battle there. Let me save the game here. It's been a little over a week. We're approaching the end of the episode, and I hope everybody's been enjoying what's going on here. I actually churned out quite a few episodes today, and hope to do the same tomorrow. With what we're doing right now, I have to say, this is going better in some areas than I have seen in other previous campaigns for myself. Other cases, maybe not so much so. I think I've lost more manpower than I really should have in some of the battles that I have chosen. This starts the conflict with the Soviet Union. We're not actually going to be going to war with them, but we'll be attacking them, and that'll be referenced by losses to supplies, manpower, and also relation too. Okay. My cat wants to get into my lap here. Hey there. Alrighty. We want to see how things are going here. We're doing well. There's actually a successful combat. Let's see where this was at. And oh, good. This was the linchpin, if you will. And for whatever reason, he's retreating up. Okay. We lost quite a few troops, but they lost twice as much. I'll be moving in here, and then from here we're gonna filter out, take out everybody here south of the river, and here these guys are gonna start moving in westward and start erasing these guys. May wait a little bit. I may wait like a couple weeks. I mean, I'll still attack anyway, coming from here, but I may wait on this northern section attack for a couple weeks and let them kind of starve themselves, lose some supply. Infantry anti-tank weapon. That's 1940 tech. We can go ahead and drop that. We now, just as I get to where I want it to be so I can start learning some new stuff, we can go ahead and learn the standard and light infantry branch upgrades, which I will go ahead and do so. Battle Ping Wu. Yunnan lost some troops. Haha. Flee. This looks so good here. Yeah. I kind of wish I had like this much surrounded in my German campaign against Russia. I don't ever get like, well, I don't say ever. There's been a few rare cases where I've done so, but it's rare or requires a great amount of men and material to surround an area this large. I wonder how many troops we have here. Like I said, total with the couple areas here, and here. We've probably captured and or killed well over 500,000 troops, above and beyond whatever the normal combat losses are, just from being surrounded and no place to go. I wonder how many we have sitting in here. It's a lot of militia that I see, but there's also a lot of regular infantry units that I see too. We'll press forward a little bit further. I want to get to a little bit further in this here. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, is for at least my units here to kind of group up. We'll leave. That's 18,000. Yeah, we'll leave all that militia there for right now. And I'm just going to simply use my fast movers to go ahead and start doing the killing. We're going to move him into here, drop off one of the weaker armor units. We're then going to go here, drop off one of those weaker units. Again, does provide a bit of a spoiler blocker against the forces that are across the river here in case they're trying to escape across. But there's no escape. And then from there, we'll see how things go. We'll have all of them support there. He'll support here, and he will support that future conflict. But the upshot is we're going to push everybody that's underneath the river, start pushing them east and north. And then we'll kind of do, once we've got this entire area all controlled, we may start beginning the push up here. But once we have this all controlled, then we'll be working in earnest against what's all here. I guess actually we could start to begin a push here, get some forces pushed down. Yeah, we'll do that. There's only one unit here, one unit there, too many provinces that they have to keep an eye on. Yeah, I'll take that, and then we'll see where we go from that point. All right. So right now, I'll go ahead and save the game. Thank everybody for watching. Hope everybody's enjoying and having a good time here. We'll be continuing on with the Chinese campaign. It'll be still continuing until, as I promised, the end of 1938, when I have all China and Chinese countries conquered. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about anything that I've done, any comments on my tactics or any strategies that you would like to impart, please feel free to do so down the bottom. But otherwise, hope you guys have a great day and see you next episode. Take care.